SCOTTIE McCLUE, and we are, of course, live on the big one. Welcome, 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 I say. SCOTTIE McCLUE live streaming on YouTube just for you and saying Dinky-Doo. And I hope you'll come and join us in your droves. Big numbers, you see, we like that. You've got to, haven't you? And I want to know how you're all managing with the lockdown, of course, yes. McCLUE, just for you, saying Dinky-Doo. Where did I put that? I'm sure I had something here. Oh yes, I've got a big sign to say SCOTTIE McCLUE. So there we are, and a very warm welcome to you. Excellent stuff. Now then, I'll just see what everybody's doing here. There we are. There's the old live at 5. We like that. SCOTTIE McCLUE live at 5, just for you. A random pop-up. But hopefully you'll have got, some of you will have got notifications just to say that we are live, and you can come and join us and give us your chit-chat. I think it's quite important that we get the odd random pop-up during lockdown, just to say hi to each other, if nothing else. Professor Numpty Hood, hello, Scotty. Hello, Numpty Hood. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did you hear the New Year show? You featured very big in that, Numpty Hood, and a wonderful piece of work, if I may say. So there we are. Excellent stuff. That's what we like, Numpty Hood. We like all that, you see. I think it's a good bit of fun, and it was nice to see 2021 in with your pals. So there you go, all your pals were on. Everybody knows Professor Numpty Hood. He is no stranger to the rest of us, I say. So there we are. I'll just get the sharing on the way just to let everybody know, because obviously Friday night, a lot of things happening, a lot of people doing a lot of different things, and it's always good. There's Kareem. Hi, Scotty. I'll try and get on him in the supermarket. I hope you're well. It's interesting, Kareem, because everybody has the same idea to go to the supermarket on a Friday night at 5 o'clock. And maybe for essential shopping, we need to stagger our times. You know, we need to stagger our times and think more about, do we need to go right now? That kind of idea. But wonderful, lovely to have you with us, though, Kareem. And I hope you are enjoying shopping there. Share us with the shoppers, you know. Feel free to do the old casual turns. I'm just listening to SCOTTIE McCLUE on YouTube here, you know, on my phone. Fantastic. And why not, I say? Why would somebody not be listening to SCOTTIE McCLUE on their phone if they knew it was on? So there we are. Evening, guys. Dinky-Doo, John Jones. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo to you. I say wonderful stuff. Now, I'll just let them all know. So here we are. Lovely. There we are. Just letting everybody know, guys, what is what. So that's the stuff. So if you've got notifications ready, then do share. And I'll just say here, evening, evening, evening. Wonderful stuff. And I'll take that bit off. Right. What we're doing is I'm just actually sharing on the thing itself. So you should be able to see this come up, guys. With a bit of luck, you'll actually see this come up right now, if I can get it right. There's always a wee bit of detail to do. Ah, there we are. It hasn't actually hyperlinked, but not to worry. You can hyperlink it yourselves, you know. I'm sure you'll do that anyway. Welcome to, yes, there it is there. Welcome to the World's Top Talk Show, to the YouTube channel of SCOTTIE McCLUE, the World's Top Broadcaster and First Lord of the Internet. And then it's not actually hyperlinked because I haven't managed, in fact, I might just manage to do it again. Would you forgive me if I posted something twice? Would that be acceptable if we posted it twice? There we go. Right, that should be hyperlinked now, guys, if that's any good. I'll just take that bit down. Wonderful. There we are. Right. Now, that should be hyperlinked now. Do tell me if it is. Check the live chat and see if that's hyperlinked for you. Dinky-Doo, the new Scotty boy. Dinky-Doo, Eddie Doyle. How lovely to have you with us. Eddie, are you still in Newmarket? Cambridgeshire, isn't it? Newmarket. Good afternoon. Welcome to Newmarket this afternoon. Here we are, just looking at some of the runners and riders. Oh, it'll be a while before we hear all that again, won't it, with all the lockdown? What's actually happening with that? What's happening during lockdown? Do tell, spill the beans, I say. Wonderful. I'm just going to do a wee bit of sharing, guys, as quickly as possible, just to let everybody know that we are live. Yes, I'm still in Newmarket, by the way, Scottie. Isn't it snowing year end? Not so much my end, but we did get a few inches during the night. You know, and I posted a picture. I don't know if you follow Scottie McClue on Facebook, Eddie, but I did, you know, post the garden at McClue Towers. You know, we had a few inches during the night. So there we are. It's all there for you. Right, I'm just going to post this to the news feed, and that should let people know that we're on, and then they can come and join us. What a better thing to do. You can't do anything better on a Friday evening than come and join Scottie McClue for a few minutes live on YouTube. That is the big one. So there we are. I don't know, do a lot of people live stream on YouTube? Do you get a lot of that, I ask you? We'll see. We'll tweet as well. We'll tweet and let everybody know what's happening. Yes, still in Newmarket. So there, did you used to hear that? Are you far from the racecourse, Eddie? There we are. Cambridgeshire, isn't it? In fact, the Newmarket comes under Cambridgeshire. Is that right? Have I got that right? Are you in Suffolk? Do tell us exactly, Eddie. So there we go. Just trying to praise it. Does Johnson the butler drink, Scottie? Well, he likes to tell us not, but I'll be keeping a wee eye on him just in case he has the odd fly half, you know. You thought that was a sporting town, a fly half. Did you manage to see using the Robertson Rambles on TV, West Highland Way? Views were beautiful. So there we are. Oh, John Jones. Yes, the West Highland Way. I mean, absolutely fantabulous. I'm not right in thinking it just skirts round sort of Buchanan, Smiddy and all that sort of part of it. Milton of Buchanan. Does the West Highland Way not go out round about there? That sort of part of the world. I was looking at it the other night, funnily enough. So there we are, the West Highland Way. There was a programme on talking about the West Highland Way on television a couple of weeks ago, and they mispronounced all the Scottish names. They had Milgai as Milngavie, and it was a very, very distinguished person presenting it. It wouldn't be her fault, though. But the programme, they should check these things, and they had Loch Leven instead of Loch Leven. You know, that sort of thing, which is very irritating. So there you are. River City, BBC Scotland. Ah, excellent, John Jones. I shall look out for all that. So there we go. Fantabulous. Now, have I tweeted this yet? No, I think I have. So what I can do is let you all know that this is live right now, and perhaps one or two of you might be able to find us, because I know people say, well, he was live and I missed it. Oh, for goodness sake. I've never, ever, ever heard of anyone miss Scottie McClue intentionally. They might love me, they might like me, or they might not like me, but that doesn't matter. It's not a popularity contest, but they all do love it, you know what I mean? Scottie McClue, they do love it. I was getting a row off a gentleman last night for having gone a bit woke. It's woke. I've woke up. Wonderful. Right, and we'll just put a bit more of this and a bit more of this. Very important, guys. I'm just about to tweet. So if you're a tweet person, keep an eye out for me. I think it's very, very important. Très important. There we go. And, oh, I think that's about it. I think we've done it. I think we've had our whack there. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tweet this, and it's entirely up to you. I can take that out right enough. It's entirely up to you, but I think what you should do is retweet it, okay? And you follow me at Scottie McClue. So there we are. Right, there it's up now. And, right, got that. I'll do that. Okay. Here it comes. Are we ready? The tweet's on its way, folks. There we are, at Scottie McClue. Right, let's see what you lot are up to here. So there we go. Hi, Scottie. Stephen McCarran. Stephen from Motherwell here. Wonder if you remember a few years ago, my dad used to come on. Peter's his name. He pretend his name. Yes, I know. That's right. Well, we'll not give that away. But absolutely, of course I do. And you will not believe this, but just a few minutes ago, I was having a wee think about Uncle Pat as well. So there you are, and hoping he's okay. Please tell him I'm asking for him. I'd love to go and live in the Highlands, says Numpty Head. Do they have Council Hussies up there? Stacks and stacks of them. The difference between Edinburgh and Glasgow is they talk about the scheme. The Highlands go, oh, I think they stay up in the scheme. And the scheme is usually half a dozen stunningly beautiful council houses with lovely big gardens and wee sheds and all that stuff. So yes, Numpty Head, you'll get a swap maybe, you know. I'm in Suffolk, Scottie, yes. And of the racecourse just up the road from me in my town, you can see the horses out exercising, which is beautiful. See, McClue's not just an athlete, not just a pretty face. I'm telling you, absolutely Suffolk. Exercising, I meant, exercising. The horses singing a song. Scottie, you still get your faithful companion. I've not seen the dog for a while. John Jones, he was on his 100th birthday, is up on YouTube. I think some of you just come on YouTube for the live streams. There's 1,000 videos there. Also follow me at Scottie McClue on TikTok and subscribe. Very, very important. Don't worry about the cough. Had it for 20 years. Right. There we are. So that should let you know. I'll let you know who's watching that tweet. We'll do a tweet analysis. Yes, so my faithful companion was 100 on Christmas Day. Let's get liking and share. Eddie Doyle, top man. Very, very important. Can everybody like it for a start? So 10 of you need to look for the little thumbs up. Where is the thumbs up? Somebody post me, please, where the thumbs up actually is, right? I think this is vital. This is absolutely vital. So post me where the thumbs up is, and then we can all give a thumbs up to the actual, we can like the stream. Like the stream, because they like if you like the stream, you see. It's very important. So let's all get liking there, guys. Likety like. Likety like. I'll just put that. I think what I'll do is pin that up there. There we go. Pin. Do you see? See what I just did there? Do you like that? Scottie McClue pins things. Thought that was rather clever. There's it. We were on and did a Hogmanay show for 2 superb scintillating hours. And you can see that as well. So, guys, if you find out how to like me there, that would be great. Let me just do a wee bit more of this. Oh, there's so much stuff here. So much stuff. McClue, Scottie McClue, Dinky-Doo, just for you. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to see if I can find some of this and get this off to you right now, and that will let you know what is what. Right. Here we go. Oh, there we are. That's what I was looking for there. Wonderful. Right. I'll just take a wee bit of that. And what I'll do is put that back in here. And that will keep everything going on the old Twitter, you see. So what have we got here? Are you doing a show this year for Buns Night? Will you be having the haggis? Andrew Downey. Yes, we managed to pipe the haggis in one year. Do you remember? I don't know. Maybe you were too young at the time. But yes, I think we should do a bit of buns. And of course, there's good buns videos on Scottie McClue's YouTube as well. Very, very important. Now, what have we got here? Stephen says, that's great, Scottie, thanks. Unfortunately, my father passed away a few weeks back. Is there any way you would have any of the recordings when he was in his show? Stephen, bless you, I say, and bless Uncle Peter. He was a man I had a lot of time for. I was fond of your father, a fine big guy and great fun. So I send love and blessings to you and to the family. You know, and to your mum and to all the rest of your family as well. Sorry to hear that news, Stephen, but thank you very, very much for telling us. I'll have a trawl through some stuff and see if there's anything with him on. He was very, very good. Yes, absolutely. And I didn't want to say earlier, because I didn't want to blow his cover, that he, of course, was Watty. You know, everybody loved Watty. So there you are. So I'm so sorry to hear that, Stephen, but I am very privileged to have known him. And, you know, a big hug and a big hand round the shoulder to yourself. Absolutely. You know what I mean. So there we go. Sad news, guys. One of our famous callers passed away there, and that's his son just telling us. Hope you've got him the finest piece of minute steak. Heard it's the dearest steak you can get. A minute steak, is it? Oh, for goodness sake. Yes. Well, I wouldn't want seconds. So, just see what I just did there? I wouldn't want seconds. John Jones goes, I hope you got him the finest piece of minute steak. Heard it's the dearest steak you can get. I gave mine a wee fillet, but he gulps it down. They do, it doesn't touch the back of the throat. You could give the dog something. What? He got any more of that, you know? But then I suppose they don't know what it costs at the butcher's, but because it's the dog, it doesn't really matter, does it? And I loved my butcher. He used to just give me lovely big knuckle bones for the dog. He'd say, what can I get you, Scottie? I'd say, oh, can I have a pound of mince, please? Pound of mince, Scottie, there you go. And else I'll have two wee chops. Bang! Well, they're quite big. Okay, you need to feed yourself up, Scottie. You're a growing boy. Anything else, Scottie? And I'll have half a pound of your best sausages. Thank you very much. Are these your own? Yes. You want a wee shaker spice on, Scottie? Yes, that's fine. And on your beef olives. And then anything else, I would say, could I get a bone for the dog? There you go. And I say, now you make sure you charge him. Not at all, Scottie. No. How's he doing? A lovely big knuckle bone, you know, that kept out the back lawn for years. Fantastic stuff. They love it. Scottie, did you have steak and kidney pie at the New Year? We've been talking about this. And the steak pie, we were asking, is steak pie steak and kidney pie, or is it just purely steak? You know, that's what we're talking about there. I don't think there'll be many minute steaks in that, having said that. Wonderful. Now, guys, what I'm doing, I'm just checking the old Twitter here just to see that you're all tuned in. Wonderful. And what I'll do, I'll just pop this up here. There we are. And another one there. Lovely. Right. And what are we? Friday. Do you know, this is the only danger with lockdown. Have you noticed that? You have to remind yourself what day it is because you're not doing the normal things. And sometimes I used to wake up and I think, oh, I'm going to be late for my work. And I thought, whoa, it's Saturday. So there you are. And this is Friday, so that's absolutely wonderful with that. And I'll just put, there we are. Hang on, guys. Scottie McClue, live the new. That's rather good, isn't it? Scottie McClue, live the new. And then we'll put in the old, yes, that's what to give them, the YouTube. Lovely. And right, I think that looks okay. So what I'm doing here, guys, I'm just popping in the YouTube. Wonderful. Right. It looks like I don't really need to do anything there. So what I think I'll do is just send that out as well. And then that's it. You see, business done. Right, there we go. Wonderful stuff. Business done. Has anybody else heard about small streamers? So there you go. Do you like free mentors? Well, we're not doing any advertising, Eddie, but obviously everybody does. Beef follows. Always ask the butcher to spice them. Yes, because he gets the big silver spice shaker, and it's his own spice. You don't get it anywhere else. And then do you do them in the back of the oven, just diddling away for a long time? Very, very nice. That sort of idea. I appreciate that so much, Scottie, says the wonderful Stephen. I know my dad thought very fondly of you. He had us all listening to you growing up. Bless him, Stephen. As I say, a lovely man. You're very lucky to have had him, and you know that. Nobody knows that better than you. And please, as I say, pass my love to your family. And as I say, if you see Uncle Pat, do tell him I'm asking for him as well. Very, very important. And his dad and everybody. So there we go. Please remember me very fondly to them, Stephen. And strength to you, I say. I'm on Facebook. If you find any of the old recordings, get in touch. It'd be greatly appreciated, Scottie. Take care and God bless, pal. Bless you, Stephen. I will have a look and see what we've got. I'll tell you what I do miss, Scottie. I miss lawn square sausage and Scotch pies. A McClue's pie. Always say aye to a McClue's pie. So there we go. In fact, I'm just about to change it. At the top of the page, you'll see there's a link to Scottie's PayPal. Now, don't worry, I'm not hinting that you put anything in it. I'm just telling you about it. And it says, buy me a hot chocolate. So I think we'll change that to buy me a pie. Buy me a pie. How fabulous is that? Right, what do we got here? I need to find it. We've got the old Twitter, guys, and I'll let you know what's going on here. So there we are, and you can do the same, of course. Nothing to stop you going to @Scottie McClue on Twitter and just retweeting everything. Yes, I think a lot of people who go south of the border, as they say, and a lot of people that do that miss. My father's best man moved to a place called Southport. And we said, what are you missing? He said, could you bring a bottle of water? Bottle, what kind of water do you, just tap water, right? And could you bring us a plain loaf? So these kind of the things that people miss when they can't get them. And the square lawn sausage. Now, I think that some people put a square lawn in the bottom of the stew pan with the stovies. Have you heard that one? Do you remember we used to talk about the stovies? And we would see what was what. So there you are. And that's what I think a lot of people do. They stick the square slice in the bottom with the stovies. What I'm doing, guys, I'm just going to check this, the tweet, and see how it's doing. So there we go. Buy your pie at chippy prices. Oh, Professor Numpty, chippy prices, are they not quite high these days? I remember saying to somebody, how much is a fish supper? He said, you're looking at £5, £5.50 now. You know, it's that sort of thing. And we used to have them all the time. We loved them. Guys, just to let you know, that tweet we've just had there has gone up to 330, and I've just sent it. Now, where are that 330? Why are they not watching us live right now? They should be. For 345, it's gone up to. I'll just watch this, keep you informed. Not that I want anything to happen to you, but what would Scottie's last dinner be? I think it would have to be pie and chips, don't you? A McClue's pie, there we are, and a wee handful of nice big Scottish chips. So there we are. Yes, absolutely, the pies. You had to watch John Jones, but we can't mention the advertising. I'll have to do that out. But opening any tins you had to be careful with. So there we are, the square sausage. Now there we are. Try £7.50 in Bishopbriggs, says John Jones. £7.50 for a fish supper. What can I remember a fish supper at? I think £0.50. Would that be right? 2 and 3 maybe. No, I think I to 1 and 9. Anybody beat that? Any of you people who are young like me, could you beat that for a fish tea? You can't beat a sausage roll with beans on top. Well, Professor Numpty, you've got a point there, a nice big sausage roll. And the butchers used to do pastry. I cannot believe this. This tweet, guys, is heading for 500, and we've just tweeted. So somebody must have got on Twitter and retweeted it. I can't believe it. Absolutely incredible. I like a haggis roll. Eddie Doyle, now you've got me there. What do you mean by that? Do you mean a rolled haggis or a haggis on a roll? You know, that's an easy one. 488, guys. Time for a sip to celebrate. Oh, that's lovely. That's absolutely lovely. 500. So there you are, 500. Right, 510. It's like being at the auction, 510. Are you all done? At 510, 514, 515, 520. I'll take 10 if it helps. A wee bit of auctioneering, you see, by McClue there. Wonderful. Instead of sausage roll, it's haggis roll. Oh, haggis, the meat inside. And you could get a Scottie McClue vegetarian slice in a rich chicken sauce. Very, very good for you, I say. Right, I need to do more sharing. What are we all up to? Come on. Has everybody got this shared? Hurry up, hurry along. Hurry along, I say. Very important, très important. Right, wait till I get this here. There we are. Okay. Right, guys, let's get it shared now as quickly as possible. Very important. Okay, I'll do another one there. And if you can all do the same, pardon me. So instead of actually a sausage, in the sausage roll, you've got haggis in it. I don't know that I've come across that before, Eddie Doyle. Anybody else come across a roll and haggis? Do tell. Right, there we are. I'm just going to share this as well, and away it goes. Do tell, guys. Very important. A roll and haggis is what we're after. Does anybody know about a roll and haggis? I'm just going to tell that Scottie McClue is live the new here. There we are, Scottie McClue, live the new. Okay, and get them to come and join us. I think they should. Scottie McClue, live the new. And I'll just put this down here. YouTube. It's all that with the URLs, isn't it? You see, in the old days, you just put the telly on and you had a choice of 2 channels. Either you watched the BBC, the old British bottom cream, or you watched commercial television, ITV, and whichever ITV company was in your area. And that was it. There was nothing else. That was your choice. And our first telly, 1 channel, the BBC. That was all you got. So there we are. Do you like stottie cake? It's big in Newcastle. I know Newcastle, a stottie is like a massive Scottish roll, a softie in Aberdeen. My niece made them for us, Scottie. So it's a one-off. It's maybe not something you just pick up in the chippy. I'm with you, Eddie. Eddie Doll there. And Eddie is down in Newmarket in Suffolk. I was sure it was Suffolk. Lovely. Cambridgeshire. You know, what's the difference between Cambridgeshire and Suffolk then? Is it a very fine line, Eddie? Are you near to Chatters or Chatter's? You know, that's how about that one? YouTube.com. There we are. It's got to be one. Okay, that's looking a lot better. So I shall take this and I shall tell everybody what's going on. Most of you will be at the shops anyway, I would imagine, but you watch it later. I've noticed that. So a stotty numpty head tends to be a big, fat, flat roll. So you get a cheese stotty, a beef stotty. If you have one of these now, if you go into Yorkshire, you get these massive big barm cakes with pork and apple sauce and crackling. Do you remember a plain roll costing threepence? I think I could probably go to tuppence. So a dozen rolls would be 2 shillings. And a baker's dozen, they chucked another one in for you. Very, very important. 2 shillings for a dozen rolls. Take them back and get the scrambled egg on. Yes, indeed. How far back can you go price-wise, you guys? What about a pint of beer at 2 and tuppence? Can you get to that? Eh? What about 20 cigarettes at 3 and 6pence? Can you go back to that? There you go. So a plain roll costing threepence. Who could do us petrol? Who knows about petrol, right? I'm right into that. Anybody know about petrol? Can anybody tell us about that? Petrol? What's the cheapest you can remember petrol at? There wasn't really much diesel. There were very, very few diesel cars when I was wee. The taxis, I think. So there we are. So Numpty Head remembers a plain roll costing 3p. Can anybody beat that one? Does anyone remember going into the shops to the penny tray and standing and looking? And the wee woman at the shops... And you went, how much is them? Everything's a penny. Everything a penny. Much of them. Everything, son, is a penny. I loved it. All that carry on. Everything's a penny. The penny tray, hence it was called the penny tray. See your midnight show, when does that start? Oh, I've had all that. Definitely, there's no doubt about that. Right, just let everybody know what's happening, guys. Let everybody know what's happening. Tell 10 to tell 10. Very, very important. Très important. That's just gone out to the news feed, so that should be a help. So, a plain roll. What else can you remember, Numpty Heat? Come on now. This is the challenge. That's absolutely delicious. It is so lush. I'll just let everybody know what's happening here again. There we are. Wonderful. Good. That's gone out. Keep it going. Can everybody share and share? Tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10. A lot of you will be shopping. Do you have a date for your new show? I predict mid-February. Numpty Head, mid-February. You see, I think it might be a wee bit later than that. I was thinking March. But who knows? It depends what happens with COVID. You know, how soon we can get everything moving again. I think this is our big problem. So there we go. We don't have everything moving, or we don't have everything moving enough. But I'll let you know, Numpty Head, don't worry. For those of you who've just joined us, a very warm welcome. You're watching Scottie McClue, the world's top broadcaster, the first lord of the internet, and the world's most humble man. Here I am here. Now, I dropped this, hang on. Oh. Have to see if I can get it. Hold on. Oh. Oh, there you go. Scottie McClue. Just to let you know, because I know a lot of people are joining us, and they're going, who on earth is this? His voice is familiar. That sort of idea. So there you are. If you're watching right now, can you please click like? Where is the like? Nobody told me where the thumbs up sign is for the like. Is it not somewhere here? What does that say? Create a poll. Ask your community. Oh, here we are. Right, we can create a poll. Hang on. Ask your community. What does it say here? Well, it's gone up. I don't know what we've just created there. Right, I don't know what that was. It said create a poll. And then it just went kind of, so I had an option. I'm going to try and create this poll, guys. There we are. But I don't know how we do that. I've just seen that there. It's disappeared on me again, though. And it said create a poll. So I thought, we'll create a wee poll, you know. Why not? I see. Now, remember, of course, we're on at Hogmanay. If you haven't seen the Hogmanay show, get looking for it. And we'll let you know when the new show is. So there we are. Why is create a poll gone? What's happened here? It said create a poll and then it disappeared on me. Top chat, yes. There we are. What was that for? Oh, there it is. Right. I've got it, so I'll end that. And then we can create another one, you see? Yes, no. Because I hadn't actually created it. It just said create a poll. There we are. Yes, no, poll complete. Right. I'm trying to find out what this is about. I've just seen it. Create a poll. Ask a question. So there we are. And have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? Right, we'll try this, guys. I'm going to try this poll here. Have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? Right? Have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? Right, there's my question. Okay, so I'm going to send this out. Oh, lost you there. Wee problem with the cameraman. There we are. Are we back in business? Hello, there we are. Excellent. Sorry about that. So, all over the place. Have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? Yes, no. And I'm going to ask you all now. So there you are. So the poll should be right up the top. Yes, can you see it there? Well, you were taking your red velvet folder with the gold trimmings for the emails that are not cheeky. Now, this is very, very interesting, Numpty, because what we've got here, right, so there's a poll up the top asking you if you've subscribed. If you have, click yes. And if you haven't, then go and do so and then click yes. That's what to do. Excellent. Can I have more likes? I was actually looking for the wee likey thing, so I don't know where it is. I do not know where it is. Welcome to live chat. Fantastic. Right, so you've now got a poll up the top of the live chat. That should let you know what's what. Yes, now, what we've got, Numpty Head, because not everybody might remember this, I used to get a lot of very abusive letters cheeking up to Scottie McClue. And what we did, we would read them out on air, the ones that were printable, and weren't just a series of bleeps. And then I could rip them up at the microphone, do you remember? And they went in the big black plastic file, the bin bag. And then if somebody said, Scottie, I love your show, you're such a great guy, etc., every night I listen, then that would go in the big red and gold file. Yes, very important. So we would file it in the red and gold file. There we go. Eddie says the like sign is a thumbs up pic under the video at the right side. Ah, it's that one, is it? Right, I've got you. It's very obvious. Yes, so why has everybody not clicked like? We need about another 5 of you to click like, and you'll see the like sign under the video. So it's just there. Absolutely fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful. I like that. And I'll just share this and keep on sharing it till everybody's got it. That's what it's about, I say. So the like signs, get the like sign, guys, and give me the thumbs up. Very important, très important. I'm just going to put this on Reddit now. If you've got a Reddit account, Scottie_McClue, get yourself onto that, tell 10 to tell 10. The word out there, very, very important again. And I'll just post this on Twitter, and there it goes. And you need to follow me. It's a relatively new account. So there we are. Thanks for that, Eddie. Very much appreciated. And tell me, Eddie, it's none of my business, but did you hear the races? Did you attend the races? That sort of stuff. Was it very exciting? Because Newmarket is such an exciting part of the world for racegoers, isn't it? For the sportive kings, as they say. Very important. So that would go in the red and gold velvet file. I can tell you that. Right. What else have we got here? Oh, LinkedIn. I've got 10,000 of you on LinkedIn. We love that. No, I don't attend the races, but I've seen the horses coming out the stables in town. Pardon me. Is the town full of stables, Eddie? The stables, I know the predictive text is so difficult, isn't it? It really is a nightmare. Professor Numpty says, my favourite penny sweetie was a fizzy cola bottle. Did you pay a penny for one fizzy cola bottle? You should have got 4 of these for a penny. Well, certainly 2. You could get 4 wee licorice caramels called blackjacks for 1 penny. Oh, that's lush. That would have meant that these wee blackjacks, they would have been a farthing each, but the farthings had gone. I'm trying to think when the farthings came out. Was it 1945 they came out of circulation? But you still saw them. People had them in their drawers, if you'll pardon the expression. You could still, the sort of drawer in the house where you just put anything unusual that you think, oh, I'll be using that later. You never ever do, of course. You never do. And it draws with things like string and old picture hooks that you've taken out the wall because they weren't very good, but you think, I'll not throw that away. I'll put it in the drawer just now. There's stables in the town and the racecourse roundabout too. Fantastic, Eddie. And you'll see some pretty swanky cars driving about as well. Do you still see people with a sort of... do you remember, did you ever watch the old black and white St. Trinians? And the wonderful George Cole, the ones that Miss Fritton was Alistair Sim, and the wonderful George Cole. And George used to have the sort of pork pie hat and the big coat, the lovely big coat, that sort of stuff. And you used to see people in racing dress like that a lot. And the binoculars as well. Do you still see that, Ed? It'd be interesting to find out. It was a look, wasn't it? You could tell what people looked like. And people used to be very snobbish about people who had money. That sort of stuff. You'd say, he looks very aristocratic. So, away you go. I think he owns pubs. He looks very well-to-do. I will be. He's a bookie. Folk like that. So they got a lovely big car. Oh, for goodness sake. You want to see what's going out of big cars these days? That was a favourite one. So there we are. We love all that. Hi, Scottie. How are you? Susan Shaw, good evening. We're having a wonderful, wonderful pop-up tonight, Susan. Absolutely outstanding. Discussing everything. Susan, when you were wee, I mean, I don't know how young you are. You know, can you remember pre-decimalization? Are you far too young for any of that? You know, that sort of idea. Pre-decimalization. And we were just talking about, did you ever have the penny tray when you were wee? So there we go. You went into the shops and you had a penny. You asked for the penny tray. And they brought a wee plastic tray with all sorts of little single sweets on it. And you got them before you get your bus to the school. I like all that. The penny tray. So how are you, Susan? How are you tonight? Are you Dinky-Doo? I can't believe it. You know I say this every night, but it looks as if I've just popped up for 5 minutes. I've been on for 45 minutes. You know, I do not know. It just seems to, it just happens. So there, we'll let the people know that we're live, though. I think it's important. And if all of you can keep sharing. Oh, have you liked it? Now, the like is apparently just under the video there. So if you can go under the video and like it. I'm too young, Scottie. You're too young, Susan, to remember the penny tray. That sort of idea. We've had, this is the problem. I mean, I'm starting to get that wee bit older now. For most of my life, I've been that young whippersnapper McClue, the cheek of him. You know, but now I'm getting, you know, that wee bit more mature. I still don't know what I'm going to do when I grow up, but that wee bit more mature now, you know. I've seen the horse workers in full protective gear, along with the hat and the boots, whilst riding the horses. Yes, absolutely, because these race horses, they could be absolutely lethal. I saw a video of one, and the guy was obviously looking after it. And he took it out for just for a wee canter or whatever. And obviously the horse was going, let's go! And the guy was trying to stop it. He stayed on for the whole video, bless him, you know. I've had the same myself when I was younger. The horse just took off. And I had to bail out, actually. I had to bail out, and then the horse was chewing the cud about a quarter of a mile up the road, just stopped itself. Once I got off, but it was a fair old run. I thought, this is getting a bit fast for me. And luckily I didn't catch my foot in the stirrup or something, or we might not be having this show. Andrew Downey, we're all getting older at the same rate, Scottie. Andrew, very good. You've got such a scientific mind, Andrew. Are you into the sciences or are you into the arts more? Which is it? Because I know you come from a scientific family, you know, that sort of idea. Now, what have I got here? What am I doing here? So much excitement, too much excitement. Stop exciting, McClue. Too much excitement going on here. Too much for me at the one time, multitasking. Although I see the workers wear protective hats and horse riding boots, I'm not sure if they wear anything underneath their clothing, Scottie. Do you mean protective-wise? That sort of idea. For extra protection. Now, what am I doing here? Oh, yes, that's right. We'll send this out to... there we are. That's going out there. That's fantastic. And I'll just post this out now. Just tell everybody we're live now. We can come and have a wee quick look. Never does any harm, does it? There we are. The more the merrier, I say. Have you started panic buying yet, Scottie? No, numpty heed. I would never, ever panic buy. I would rather some old lady upstairs had the last lavvy roll. And I would just get by. You know what I mean? That sort of idea. There's a few newspapers out there I could think could come in very handy. So, absolutely. Yes, says Eddie. So extra protection in case they come off the horse. That sort of idea. Know what you mean, Ed? I am getting it. Yes, I'm picking all this up. What else have we got here? I'm just looking. There's so many things that you can share on. There's so many sites here, guys. This is what's happening. I think the internet is getting so fragmented, as well as our media. You know, I mean, mighty newspapers begging for people just to send them a fiver or something like that, send them £1. You know, these newspapers, you know, were very mighty. People just aren't bothering with them. They're not buying them. Mind you, some of the standard of journalism, I am not surprised. In fact, I wouldn't even go so far as to call it journalism in some of them. I have to be absolutely honest with you, because I used to buy papers for the quality of the journalists, and I used to read everything. So I didn't go and just buy one paper. So I'm working class, I'll just buy this one paper. I would get them all, you know. And of course, the big radio stations in those days, they had a wee bit of money, so they would buy the papers. And I would, after the show finished at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I would quite often sit and read my way through all the papers, the big ones and the red top tabloids. You know, both I was very often in. Some of them I was actually writing for them at the time. I could have read my own column. So there we are. So no panic buying. With the new lockdown restrictions, does it mean you're not project on hold, or can you do from the house? You're not project on... Oh, the new project. I bet that was predictive text there. Let me read that again with what I think you meant, John Jones. With new lockdown restrictions, does it mean your new project is on hold, or can you do it from the house? It's on hold at the moment because COVID has just paralyzed everything. It's a commercial project, and you know, if people aren't doing anything commercial, then it's quite challenging from that point of view. But that will all change, you know. So there we are. It or IT Eddie. So there we go. Fantastic. Guys, can you believe the time? McClue's been on for 52 minutes. It just passes in a flash. Do you like the pop-ups? You know, is it worth your while me doing them? That's what I'm asking. Is it worth your while me doing them? Because, I mean, I am delighted. I'm absolutely delighted at any time. Wait, is there a better time that would suit you? They do say, guys, because I think it's quite important. You know, if there's a time that you think, I'd rather watch Scottie at this time or that time, do say. I just thought the early evening, especially during lockdown, people are going to be in the house anyway. It gives you a wee chance before you go for your tea for the 6 o'clock. Susan says she's okay. I'm okay, thanks, says the wonderful Susan Shaw. Excellent stuff. Do you think it's right that YouTube can deplatform radio stations? Well, Professor Numpty, I know they did deplatform a radio station, but they apparently restored the platform for the radio station, and they were back up again. But no, YouTube can do what they like, because they are YouTube. They are the people, and they can decide and do what they like. And even old Scottie McClue's here, courtesy of YouTube. We give thanks to YouTube. So there we are. Enjoy your pop-ups, says Susan Shaw. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate it. It's just quite good to know a wee bit of feedback. And as you know, I can take bad news on the chin. You know, I've lost my jobs enough times to take bad news on the chin. So there we go. And Scottie, we love the pop-ups. The public need informed with quality chat. Andrew Downey, you're very, very kind. What a top man. So there we are. Your Earl Grey will be cold now. No numpty heat. This is where you rang. Because, you see, I don't have any Earl Grey tonight. Yes, I didn't make one. I thought, I'm not actually needing one, because I'd had one at 3 o'clock. Not an Earl Grey, just an ordinary tea. Earl Grey tends to be in the mornings or in the evenings for pop-up, you know? So we're at the Adams Ale, the Aqua, the water, the H2O. Scottie, I saw a video of you driving into the radio station and going into it. I said, because I made a spelling mistake in the last comment. Oh, into it. Sorry, I'll just have a wee look there. Ah, there we are, yes. Scottie, I saw a video of you driving up to the radio station and going into ToThe. That's right, into it. I know, absolute predictive text. There we go, don't worry about that. Now, I need another 2 or 3 of you who haven't clicked the thumbs up under the video. Can you do that for me, guys? Click the thumbs up under the video. How's our poll doing? Because I set you a poll. It's a new thing I'd found out. I've never seen that before. It just said start a poll. So I thought, well, why not? If it says start a poll, let's start a poll. There we are. And 100%. It says 100% of you. Let's see what the poll's saying. Have you subscribed to this YouTube channel? Yes, 100%. No, 0%. So 100% of you that are watching have subscribed. I thank you for that. Any more for the likes? 2 more likes would do it. And I need about another 15, 20 followers at Scottie McClue on TikTok. And then we can do a bit of live streaming there as well. So wonderful. Yes, that was driving into Scott FM, Eddie. That was a great day. And that was part of the McClue video. So there we go. Numpty Heed says vodka during the day for him. Ooh, Numpty Heed, you'll do your liver in. Any time for Scottie, says John Jones. What a lovely thing to say, John. But I'm just thinking about when do people have that wee bit of leisure time? Obviously, during lockdown, there'll be a wee bit more. But I like to get it right. You know, I like to say who's watching and when. I'll just put up here, thank you. Thank you all so much for joining me. What you can do, guys, is send this round. Thank you all so much for joining me. Wonderful, Dinky-Doo. Because that is a real help. If you go, no, I'll send it round. And if you see anything with Scottie McClue on it, like it, share it, you know, get it out there. That's what it's about. So, Numpty Heed, you look after yourself. I feel, thank you all so much for joining me, Dinky-Doo. There is just popped up now. What have we got here? I feel sorry for the taxi drivers during this time. Can't be a lot of work, I imagine. Very tough on the taxi drivers. I saw one last New Year, and it was a frosty, snowy night like it is. And he was out standing beside his cab, leaning on the roof with his head down. And as I walked past, I said to him, it'll get better. And he went, no, it won't. And he was right. You know, it's very tough. Scottie, if I miss the bus, I can always catch the other bus. Absolutely, Numpty Heed. If you were on the other bus, yes, we could all give you a wave when you're in May. I remember one morning at 7:30 being in the central station, and I was suddenly aware of movement, and it was somebody waving to me from another train, but wait for it, waving to me from another train through another train. So in the station beside me was another train. It was empty. On the other side of that was another train. It was full. In the other train, the one on the other side of the one beside me, was somebody waving. Scottie. Hello, Scottie. You know, at 7:30 in the morning. And I thought, that's pretty fantastic. Through another train, somebody had seen me and gone, oh, Scottie McClue. And then, of course, the other passengers looked to see who's waving at. And if somebody likes to drop a name, then Scottie McClue, you know, Scottie, hey. I'll have to dash. We're out of time. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. Take care, everybody, as you go. Goodbye, everybody. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir and a cheerio. Ta-da, my loves. Take care of yourselves and Dinky-Doo. Thanks, Susan. Ta-da.